Picture this. You stroll into your favorite neighborhood cafe on a rainy Tuesday morning. You are looking forward to sinking into that giant velvet armchair with your laptop. But wait, where did the couch go? Instead, there is a row of painfully rigid, backless wooden stools. And worse, a sign says the free Wi-Fi cuts off after 30 minutes. You might think the cafe owner just lost their sense of hospitality, or maybe they hired a ruthless new interior designer. But the truth is far more fascinating. Those uncomfortable chairs were actually installed by an invisible macroeconomic hand. That hand belongs to the Federal Reserve. You see, we often blame the local barista for these harsh changes. We assume they just want to squeeze more pennies out of us. But this is actually a global financial shockwave hitting your local street corner. For over a decade, we lived in a magical economic era. It was called the Zero Interest Rate Policy, or ZIRP. Money was essentially free to borrow, like water flowing from an open hydrant. During this free money era, cafes prioritized creating a great vibe. They wanted you to stay for hours and build brand loyalty. But when central banks aggressively raised interest rates, the free-flowing water suddenly stopped. Global retail funding plummeted by a staggering 71% in early 2023. Suddenly, businesses could no longer afford to subsidize your cozy afternoon reading sessions. They had to pivot immediately to strict, cold profitability. Let's trace the dominoes from that hard stool to the Federal Reserve. When interest rates rise, borrowing stops feeling like a free refill and starts feeling like a meter running. Landlords refinance too, so commercial leases and build-out loans get pricier at the same time. That pressure makes every table a tiny factory line, measured by revenue per seat per hour. Cornell hospitality researchers found that swapping static 4-top tables for flexible 2-tops can raise RevPASH by 11% to 15%. So the couch disappears because it's a low-output machine that encourages long, low-spend camping. Now zoom out to the money that used to subsidize vibe. In the ZIRP era, investors treated startups like gardeners with endless water, funding growth before profits. When rates jumped, that hose kinked overnight, and the market demanded self-sustaining plants. CB Insights reported global retail tech and e-commerce venture funding fell 71% year-over-year in early 2023. That collapse forces brands to stop buying loyalty with freebies, discounts, and endless Wi-Fi. Your cafe's new rules are the same discipline, just served with espresso. And it's not just cafes. Our behavior changes under higher prices. When budgets tighten, we shop like we're on a timed errand, not a leisurely stroll. Placer.a. I found median dwell time at indoor malls fell 4.3% year-over-year by mid-2022 during the Fed's aggressive hikes. Businesses noticed that faster tempo and redesigned spaces to match it. Hard chairs, fewer outlets, and Wi-Fi limits are basically the retail version of a moving walkway. The goal is simple: keep people flowing, because the cost of capital is heavier now. It's tempting to say, this cafe got greedy, or they hate remote workers now. But the more accurate story is, the price of money went up, and the room had to change shape. In the ZIRP years, cozy couches were like a free trial. Long stays were affordable marketing. After rates rose, every seat became a little calculator, asking, how fast do we earn this rent back? So the couch isn't a design choice, it's a business model that stopped being funded. And the Wi-Fi limit isn't rude, it's a timer on a machine that must keep moving. Here's the misconception. If the vibe is good, customers will come and profits will follow. Here's the new reality. Profits must come first, because outside funding got scarce. CB Insights found retail tech and e-commerce venture funding fell 71% year-over-year in early 2023. That's like your rich aunt stopping the allowance. Suddenly, the household needs a strict budget. So brands cut the soft perks, discounts, freebies, endless lounging, and demand positive unit economics. Your cafe is acting like a startup that just lost its safety net. Another misconception is that customers are the same, and only the cafe changed. But shoppers and diners changed too, moving faster under pressure. Placer.a. I saw median dwell time at indoor malls drop 4.3% year-over-year by mid-2022 during the Fed's hikes. Businesses then redesign for that faster rhythm, like widening lanes when traffic speeds up. Cornell research shows converting fixed 4-tops into flexible 2-tops can lift RevPASH by 11% to 15%. Hard chairs are the physical version of higher rates. They push turnover, so the math works. So the next time you massage your aching back on a wooden cafe stool, don't blame the barista. You are physically feeling the weight of global monetary policy. The Federal Reserve is literally reshaping the room around you. Look around your neighborhood this week and see what other invisible economic forces you can spot. If you want to decode more everyday mysteries, hit that subscribe button. Class dismissed.